Hey guys, I'm back for a year, first time. Yeah, sorry about the long ass wait. Stuff happened last year that got in the way, and I wasn't buying, and I pretty much didn't buy Blu-rays and stuff like I was. I was buying this shit a lot. Don't say nothing. So I have a big update for you guys today. It's probably going to be my biggest update that I've ever done. I have like 30 plus DVDs and Blu-rays. I have wrestling, TV shows, Blu-ray and DVD, and straight up Blu-ray movies. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So first off is a pay-per-view from 2015. Yes, I have nothing from 2016. This is Battleground 2015. This was the return of him. Solid show. Last year's was better. I'm gonna get last year's. Don't worry, I haven't stopped collecting this stuff. I just put more money into my Blu-rays. So the match of the night was Cena Owens, 5-star match in my opinion. This was the first pay-per-view of the Divas Revolution, and that's pretty much Battleground 2015. Good show, solid. All right. Next up I have is the last pay-per-view of 2015 when they only did 12. That is TLC 2015. Solid show. It was a good comeback from Survivor Series 15, which was horrible. Spot of the years when Kalisto did the Salito, you can see there, when he did the Salito del Sol and one of the Usos, don't know who, off that type of ladder to another ladder. I thought this match was a good main event. You know it's bad when the fans chanting, "We want Cena." You know it was bad. Oh yeah, and Ambrose won the Intercontinental title like he did yesterday. Yay, for Ambrose. Okay, next up is the third and final WWE DVD. This one I did get this year, because it came out this year. That is the Best of Raw and SmackDown 2015. I just bought it for what the hell, because it has some good stuff on it, like the return of the Dudleys, the return of the Undertaker, Sting's debut, if I recall, yep, Daniel Bryan's last televised match, the Divas Revolution, which is now the women's, well, no longer Revolution, and some good matches. I don't feel like trying to figure out what they are. Yeah, just a good grab to get, and I haven't bought one of these since 2011. Okay, so that was the final of the wrestling DVDs, so now we're going to go straight into the TV shows. The first one, these are the DVD TV shows, and this one here was given to me by my friend who's helping me today, and that is Transformers Energon, The Return of Megatron, but he's really Galvatron in this. It comes with 4 episodes. It's a good thing to get for me, because I used to love these Transformers from Armada, Energon, and Cybertron. Cybertron was my favorite. This was still good as hell, especially when Galvatron got involved. So if you like Transformers, watch this. Really good. Doesn't have Bumblebee and them in it, but it's still good. Okay, next up is one of my comedies. This is the 3rd season of the 2 I already had. You saw the 2 in my last update. And that is That 70s Show, Season 3. Funny, hilarious show. Haven't watched it. Where have you been the past almost 20 years? It gave us Meg. It gave us Meg. So that 70s Show is funny. My favorite season so far is Season 2. This is second. Okay, next up is a TV show that made its debut last year. This is its 1st season. Really good show on MTV. And it is the Shannara Chronicles. It's a really good show. I do recommend this for people who like fantasy style shows. And yeah, and if you're a fan of the, I believe, yep, the 26 volume book series. A lot of fucking books. Shannara Chronicles, very good. It was really more bloodier than I thought for a fantasy style show, because if you've seen the Lord of the Rings things, they weren't bloody. They were violent, but not bloody. Yeah, Shannara Chronicles, I do recommend that. Next up is the 1st season of a TV show that made its debut 2015. Not the other MTV show this was actually the first MTV show where it wasn't reality, I think. That is the complete 1st season of Scream, the TV series. I like it. Like Season 2. Good show. I do recommend people watch it just for the TV, just to remember the movies, especially if you haven't seen, especially if you love the movies. Good to get this. Pretty much the same concept. Okay, next up is my second comedy show of this update, and that is the 2nd season of one of the all-time classic comedies, Martin. Sorry, I won't do that again. Martin, hilarious show. My favorite season, maybe Season 1. either or. Jack Martin. So yeah, this character Jerome, probably one of my favorite ones he played behind Shanae, and then maybe just those two. I really didn't like the others. Oh, besides his mother too, played. She was funny. So yeah, funny show. I recommend it. If you haven't watched Martin, you don't know comedy TV shows. Same thing with that 70s show. Hey, next up is a TV show on CW. It's one of the superhero shows out there. I believe this was the one that started this is the one that started all the superhero TV shows. And that is the complete first season of Arrow. Back, front. Good show. Season 1 and Season 2 were dark. I do have Season 2 here. That comes up. That's on Blu-ray, so I'll get to that later. I know the show lost something in Season 3 on, but it does start getting better after Season 3, so I do recommend you watching it and giving it a chance. Just don't go about what you hear. Okay, next is the second superhero show that go to CW. Yep. This is its second season, my favorite season, personally, and that is Flash Season 1. Back, front. This is a really great season, great show. Many people put it ahead of Arrow. I put it behind barely, because I like Arrow more, it's more violent. Really good show, I do recommend watching this. This is my favorite, as I said. Season 1 was good, but this one was a hell of a lot better. I just feel like it was done better than Season 1 was. I think Season 1 they were still testing things out. Okay, next is another season of my favorite, my second favorite TV show out there today. You saw I had 2 earlier seasons, and this is my second favorite season of The Walking Dead. There's really not that many words to say about The Walking Dead. This season was very good. I'd say great. Many people wouldn't. I'd really love it because as we all see, that by that look right there, the dark side of Rick Grimes. I don't have to say no more. Something that was teased in Season 3. We didn't get till the end of Season 4. And we got pretty much all of it in Season 5. That's what makes that season so great for me. The dark side of Rick Grimes. Oh, and one word on Season 7. Leave it alone. Leave Negan alone. Yeah, next up I have 2 seasons of probably my third favorite TV show on TV today, behind The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. And that is NCIS Season 3 and NCIS Season 4, 2 of my top 3 favorite seasons. I don't remember what my second one is. This is number 1, this is number 3. It's a great show. It has a perfect blend of comedy, drama, action, and it's majority watch for him, how the shit he does to his team. It's just funny watching how angry he is the whole season. The whole series, actually. It's just funny. So yeah, that's all the DVDs. Now we're going to go right into the Blu-rays. We're going to go TV shows first, and then we're going to hit the movies up. First off is a TV show that I really wanted to watch. It's based off the books, right? Yeah, the books. And the movies that came out, Hannibal Lecter. And this one I found at Rite Aid for $5 for a Blu-ray TV show. $5. And it's Hannibal Season 1. I really do recommend this show for anyone who's never watched it. If you watch the movies, you really gotta watch this. Hell, if you even read or heard of the books, just watch it. It's a really good show. It's a lot of a mind fuck for some of the stuff that's in here. Really like fucks with your mind. But I really do recommend this. I can't say words to it anymore. It's just so great. Okay, next up is a TV show that it's a new TV show because it came out last year. It's on Netflix now, so if you want to watch it, you can watch it now on Netflix. You can really much watch it now on Netflix. It's only 8 episodes, and it's really good. And that is Slasher, Season 1. It's a really good show. It's pretty much a old school style slasher movie in a TV show. Yeah, let me just give a quick thing of it. Okay, Slasher, pretty much, this is the killer right here. He's called the Executioner. So this is how it works out. She's the main character. Her mother and father were killed by the Executioner, I'd say like 1988, somewhere around that time. While her mother was still pregnant with her, he cut her out of the womb. She pretty much spent her life running away from running away from what happened. But here she comes back, moves into the home where her parents was killed, and then the killings start happening again. And then killings start happening with someone who is using the Executioner's mask and sword, because the original Executioner was caught and arrested, and the killer is killing the people based off of the punishments for the 7 deadly sins. So if that doesn't get you interested, I don't know what the hell will. Oh, and one problem with it, it's pretty predictable on who the killer is. Believe me. Well, hence a slasher film. Okay, next up we have is the first season of one of the best TV shows that come out in the past 10 years plus, maybe even more. Yeah, say 10 years plus. And that is that's season 1 of Dexter. Just great show. This actor here will always be known as Dexter Morgan, no matter what stuff he does. I can't talk about this. Great. This is probably the best season. Seasons 1 to 4 is probably the best, and 5 is on where people complain about it. I do recommend you watching it because it's just worth it. As many people call him, everybody's favorite serial killer, because he kills bad guys. Hey, next up, I saw season 1 earlier, and here's season 2, and that is Arrow. My favorite season of Arrow, probably the best season, one of my best TV show seasons, period. And it's just pure greatness this season. The main reason why this show is so great, him right there, Manu Bennett. So back in front. His character, he is Slade Wilson, also known, aka Deathstroke. Pretty much, when Deathstroke gets involved, the TV show just the season takes off. This whole thing, Deathstroke is what makes this TV show so great. He's one of my favorite villains behind the Joker. He's just great, especially the wars, the reason, his personal vendetta for Arrow. It's just great. Hey, next up, in my opinion, is the greatest anime of all time. I think my friend could attest to that, but I don't think he would yet. Anyone, if you haven't watched this, where the fuck have you been? Dragon Ball Z Season 3, the second part of the Namek Saga. This is where everything. This is where my favorite season. I said my opinion where Dragon Ball Z really takes off, because where the Super Saiyan finally shows up. Yes, this Goku right here. That's the exact Goku. Don't say nothing. Great show, great season. Arguably the best. Many people put like Naruto and stuff ahead of it. No. Okay, so next up we got is my favorite TV show on TV today. Probably my favorite of, is it? Yeah, my favorite of all time. The 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. The complete second season, and here's the complete pretty much new release, season 6. I Am No One. And it also came with this. They had to really give it its own Blu-ray case. The freaking bonus, the special features. Look at this. They couldn't just put in the damn thing. I carry this extra thing around. See, I really can't talk any good things about Game of Thrones anymore. I love this. Is my 3rd season of it. I have season 1 on DVD. The big brick. You know, this is pretty much a brick for Blu-ray senses, but great season. I never finish season 6. Now I have it. I'm going to finish it. The Battle of the Bastards and all that will be watched soon. I just haven't watched it yet because I wanted to do this video for you guys. Subscribe. Okay, next up we got is, now we're going to hit right into the movies. It's just going to be straight Blu-ray movies. So first up we got is a movie I thought was kind of it was a letdown for me, and that is 3 Days to Kill, starring Kevin Costner. This is the Blu-ray DVD digital. Got it in the 780 when it was the 788 bin. As I said, for my opinion, this movie was a letdown because when I remember seeing the trailers for it, I was hyped. I was like, oh my god, a pure action movie. No, some of the action like they promised really wasn't what it was. They lied to us like WWE does to us on a daily basis. You can watch it if you watch it. I recommend watching it like on Netflix or Redboxing it first, but not straight up buying it. I'm not upset. I'm upset. Okay, next up is a movie that I enjoyed. Many people hated it. Actually, a lot of people hated it, but I liked it. I thought it was a good way to start off the DC movie series, and that is Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, Unlimited subcover. Yeah, I liked it. I understand why people hated it, and it wasn't the greatest movie ever, but it's still a very worthy watch. This is the one with the 30 minutes extended cut. Really wasn't a lot of stuff, but it kind of made the movie a little bit better. Kind of filled in some holes. Still left some holes unfilled, but still worth the watch. I do rank. This is the Blu-ray DVD digital. The Blu-ray is the ultimate. The DVD is just a regular version. Yeah, as I really recommend it. It's good. Ben Affleck did. Where is he? Ben Affleck did a good job as Batman, and Gadot did a good job as Wonder Woman. Hopefully, her movie can save DC. Yeah, next up is a what would I call this? Horror movie. It's a really good movie. Doesn't get talked about as much as it should. That is starring Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe. Ethan Hawke and Willem Dafoe, and that is Daybreakers. Really good vampire movie. Not more of a horror movie. I'd say more of an action movie, but still the vampire appeal gives it some horror appeal. It's very good. It's a movie that doesn't get talked about, especially for Ethan Hawke. Yeah, I'd say badly underrated. Badly underrated. And I got this at what was it? Yeah, flea market for like $2, and it worked fine. So thank you for those people who didn't screw me over on those $2. Hey, next up is a relatively new release. It came out last year, almost a year ago, pretty much. I think, yeah, February. No, February last year. This is the Blu-ray digital copy of probably one of my favorite movies. Probably my favorite movie of last year. Deadpool. I mean, just look at him. He don't give a fuck. Probably one of the best superhero movies of all time. The role that was made for Ryan Reynolds. It's just pure greatness. The dark comedy. I can't wait for the second movie. Watch this. Even if you don't like superhero movies, just watch this for the comedy of it. It's an action movie, but it's more comedy than action. That's what makes it so great. And it's rated R. It's rated R superhero film. That's what makes it so much better. Next up is one of the all-time classic action movies, and people consider it a Christmas movie. I really don't care where your debate is on this, but you can't debate. It's one of the all-time classic action movies, and that is Bruce Willis in Die Hard. This is a great movie. I never watched this until I bought it. It was worth the buy. I've watched it a few times since I bought it. Early last year. It's a great movie, great buy. If you haven't seen it, you're like me who just didn't want to watch it, but watch it. It's really worth it. Alan Rickman, R.I.P., did a great job as the villain in this. As for many people my age know him as Professor Snape, but he did a good job here as Hans Gruber. Hey, next up is one of my personal favorite Disney movies as a child, still is now. This is the Blu-ray DVD combo, Blu-ray DVD pack of the movie that's just as badly underrated as Daybreakers, and that is Dinosaur. This is him. This movie is just badly underrated. It was a great movie. This movie, like here, pretty much you can say Disney was coming up, trying to copy Jurassic Park in a way, but they did a better job with it. The animation's great in here. You know it's computer animated, but you really think that these are real dinosaurs. That's how good it looked. And the transfer on Blu-ray was great. It's a really, very good movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. My personal favorite as a child, my second favorite Disney movie, and I'm putting it over stuff like Finding Nemo. So if it's over Finding Nemo, it's really good. Hey, next up is a classic Quentin Tarantino movie. This is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy plus Ultraviolet, so a lot of stuff in here for only like $7.50. And it is what's his name? Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz, and Leonardo DiCaprio in Django Unchained. One of Tarantino's classic movies. If you haven't watched it, it's worth the watch just for Leonardo DiCaprio's performance. He's not the main character, but his performance like steals the whole movie away from Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz. Great movie, great action, classic Quentin Tarantino style action movie. Really recommend it if you haven't watched it. Next up is a movie that I wouldn't put it as a classic horror movie. It's classic because of the sense of how old it is, for how old it is, and kind of the careers it started. Actually started these four people on the cover. It started their career of Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr., and Ryan Phillippe. That's, I think I say his name. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It wasn't the greatest horror movie. It's a good movie. It's a slasher film. It gets you with some of the jump scares. It gets you, but it's pretty much for what the 90s was at that time, with just teenagers what do you call them? Yeah, teenagers, young actors, people from like 16 to 22, having a lot of movie appearances, and they're not being the greatest things, but still, it's worth it. The second one was bad. This one, the one you're worth for. As I said, it started all four of their careers. They all each went on to sheep, because you got the Ghost Whisperer, the two people from the Scooby-Doo movies and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Felipe, who's now in Shooter on USA, which I recommend to everybody. Hey, next up is a movie that is also underrated. I see why people don't talk about it, because it's a weirder movie for these two actors, Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, in Interview with a Vampire, the Vampire Chronicles. It's a good movie. It's lengthy. I think it's over 2 hours. Yeah, it's over 2 hours. Well, it's barely over 2 hours, but it's pretty, as I said, lengthy for like a, what is it? Drama? Yeah, drama. Not horror, not action. It's just like a drama style. Vampires. I think this is like one of the two, for those two, they're not known for these roles because this movie's not talked about. I see why, but I recommend it. I recommend watching it first before even buying it. This one I got with Daybreakers at that flea market for like $1. Okay, so next up is my only double pack, and it's another one, two of Quentin Tarantino's classic movies. Probably maybe people will put this, maybe his best, because, you know, I think the other one, can't remember the other movie's name, is right above it. And that is the double feature of Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2. Great movies, never saw this until I bought them. Good job with them, great, acting was kind of blah, but it's pretty much for the sword fights. So the sword fights are probably some of the best sword fights I've seen on TV, TV ever. Great, I really recommend these. Good job. Good movie. Okay, next up is a movie that gets some talk but doesn't get talked about, starring Tom Cruise. I think probably my favorite Tom Cruise role, and that is The Last Samurai. This was an upgrade. I had it on DVD, so this was my only upgraded movie of 2016. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. It's lengthy as well. At 154 minutes. That's pretty much 2.5 hours. So it's a good movie. I recommend it if you want like a war. It's like a war style movie, like almost a war epic, but not. It's more of a drama than war epic. It's a really good job. Tom Cruise does a very good job in this. That's why he's one of my favorites. Pretty much many others. Hey, next up is a sci-fi movie. This is a sci-fi movie. Doesn't get talked up. It does and doesn't get talked about. It's still bad. It's still underrated for the two people that star in it, the legendary Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Looper. Great movie. One of the more interesting concepts I've seen. I don't think I've seen a movie like this before, but concept-wise, but it's a really good movie. Pretty much, Bruce Willis is future Gordon-Levitt, sent back in time to be killed by himself, but breaks free to avenge what happens to him in the future. And the whole time he's trying to stop his future self from killing someone who's going to end up being the big boss guy of the future that takes over the damn world, pretty much. Okay, next up is a steelbook. My only steelbook of this video. My second, you saw it, my Scarface when I put it in last video, and that is I don't know if these are limited edition or not, but the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith steelbook. Back artwork, Grievous on the front, and the interior, that iconic scene of Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting with the lava spewing up. This is one of the prequel sequels. That's what I call them. Many people hated the prequel sequels. This is my favorite of the prequel sequels. I had to get it on steelbook because it's pretty much the only one they had. They had the others advertised, but they weren't there. So I just grabbed this. Good movie. I liked it. Many people gave it crap because Lucas kind of ruined Star Wars for everyone almost. Okay, this one here. Okay, this one is the movie came out last December, was released on Blu-ray this past year, and that is the Blu-ray DVD combo plus digital of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Great movie, great way to just bring everyone back into Star Wars. The cover. I like the black case. It's just cool. I mean, shit. I mean, look, black case, blue case. What do you think? What y'all think look better? I go with the black case. Hey, great movie. R.I.P. Princess Leia. Great movie. I can't talk about it enough. Very good. I pretty much knew the big spoiler part of it, so going into the movie, I knew what was gonna happen. I really do recommend it just to watch it. Even if you haven't seen the others, just watch this. This one's just like this one is worth like a just watch moment. Okay, next up is probably action-wise, probably the greatest action movie ever. Many people can see where I'm going with this. Classic Blu-ray digital copy, and it is Schwarzenegger. Fuck Arnold. Fuck the Arnold Schwarzenegger. It just says Schwarzenegger. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. See, I wasn't lying. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I don't have to explain it. I don't think no one has to explain how great action movie this is. This is arguably the greatest action movie ever made. You ask anyone, they'll probably tell you that this is the greatest action movie ever. Everything in this movie just went right. Just went right for it. Terminator 2. Watch it. Okay, next up is two movies of a series I like. Many people don't like this series. I saw the fourth movie in probably one of my first Blu-ray updates. And this is the Underworld and Underworld Evolution. Got these for a combined total of like $18. Like, no, not even. I think 16, like $8 a piece at my Rite Aid. At a Rite Aid. Rite Aid is where Rite Aid you can go find some good movies. Trust me, I'm not lying. I like the movie. This is my favorite, my second favorite, and the fourth one's my third. I hate the third one, as pretty much everyone else who saw it. It's worth it, worth the watch if you like vampire, werewolf style movies. But it's not horror or anything, it's just pure action, not even a thriller, it's just pretty much action with vampire and werewolves, well, lycans that are at war with each other. It's pretty much a blood feud. It's worth it. As I said, many people hate it. I enjoy it. It's probably one of my favorite movie series. So, give it a try. And rounding out the update is another two movies. These are oh wait, I'm lying, I'm sorry. Well, if I am regular versions, I have a special edition for you guys. Okay, here are the two versions of, well, two movies of one of my favorite superhero series out there. That is X2 United. Love that. Love this cool slipcover. Think this was a re-release for when Apocalypse came out. And XMen, the Days of Future Past, the Road Cut. Little pop open slipcover. Yeah, these are probably the two best of the X-Men movies. Number one, this is probably number one. This is probably number two. Love both of them. This one I actually like more than X2. Just great movies. I know the X-Men movies series is always up and down, but these two are definitely worth it. This is the second one. This is the second one of the original trilogy. This is the second one of the newer trilogy. First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse. Okay, and rounding out the update is a special edition of a movie I loved. I really loved. It came out, I think it came out last year. The movie, I think. I know this came out last year. The Blu-ray DVD digital copy, and this is the special edition. I think it's called like the movie film version, like the movie. Okay, whatever. Jurassic World, this special edition with the comes actually like a film case. So you came with the digital code on it. This is just the like what would be on the back of the regular Blu-ray, I guess. And you could just pop this open and get the Blu-ray and the DVD. I just thought this was a real cool design, really cool special edition, really cool. I think this was also limited. I guess not, because when my Walmart now had a whole bunch of, well, last week had a whole bunch of these lined up. I thought these were sold out everywhere. I found one. I grabbed it immediately because I was really trying to find this movie anyway. Great movie, great way to like revitalize the Jurassic Park series. Great. Yep, guys, that is the update. I also wanted to address one thing before I end it. The future of this channel, and that is pretty much it's gonna be this year. I'm gonna try to pretty much do as many more videos. The Blu-ray updates and stuff are gonna be less this year. I'm gonna do more wrestling stuff, like predictions, reviews of pay-per-views, predictions for pay-per-views, breaking news stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And also tomorrow you may get an unboxing of a Blu-ray and a TV and a DVD. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.